My thing is, I want to get back to me, because me, baby, me. No, I just want to get back to me.
It's mine. It's mine. So am I. My back.
Even though it's actually called the Shug Project, but
The Shug, Shane Hollister, Logan Ineichen, Lyndon, Ehlers, Wrastlin with music and life for life.
And that's, yeah.
all right, we're here.
Okay. So, yes, I've had some shows. I had a show on a Friday for AEW and a show on a Saturday for SCW. On Friday, I had a match with Jake something. And, well, where we were placed, there was no way they were going to think I was going to beat him. He's the champion.
Yeah.
And, well, I gave him a run for his money for those 5 minutes that we were given. But anyways, so yeah, when it comes down to it, is I got in the ring with Jake something, who was a guy trying to break into AEW, and I was still like one of the topper guys.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So to see him as the champion, it's pretty fucking awesome. And we put our match together relatively quick. Like, realistically, it just kind of meshed and worked.
Yeah.
And he's just a fucking massive human being. Strongest fucking guy I've ever been in the ring with my entire fucking life. Never been in the ring with a guy stronger than him. Did a run off. I jumped off the middle rope, runnered him. He rolled all the way through, deadlift, powerbombed me.
Damn.
Motherfucker ended up last riding me because when he lifted me up, my ass went over his head and he sat out, powerbombed me. If he wouldn't have sat out, the ring was so stiff, so fucking hard, it would have knocked me out. For sure. For sure.
That would have been the last ride?
It would have been the real last ride.
Consciousness.
Yes.
Fuck you.
That's gone. Deja vu? Oh, glitch in the Matrix. Sorry. Okay, now I'm back to reality.
Did I see the same cat do something? Oh, fuck. Anyway.
So, anyways, we had a fucking banger for, 5-6 minutes. Given a lot more time, we could have even done more, but it is what it is, so it's fine. The story of it was, which is my favorite, is we had a table set up, never happened, match ends, crowd's pissed. Realistically, he's the heel, but he's also doesn't give a fuck about me as a former champion. So he picks me up, power bombs me through the table that's set up in the corner. So now I have sympathy going into my heel turn later on in the night against Jossie, where I cut a promo apologizing to Jossie earlier in the night, going, "Hey, my anger has gotten the best of me. I want to apologize to you." So anyways, I feel like a lot of good things are coming my way. Basically, is the logistic of the promo. So later on in the night, when I jumped the guardrail and dropped him on his fucking head, they didn't see it coming because I got simpy from the crowd. So when I turned heel, it was great.
Congratulations, you're all slugs.
I'm fucking never saying that too.
You remember it's slugs for sure, because that hasn't happened for a while.
So yeah, fuck yeah. That happened. Then I had a match in Iowa City the next day against the guy who had taken the belt from me, the mid-card belt, the Iowa championship from me at the SCW show, but he didn't really beat me. So the story was already kind of placed. So we had a banger, dude. Like, we threw some fucking bombs. Like, it was good. Fucking just everything felt right. And when the finish happened, even though I fucking went under, I made this fucking kid look like, all right, he's now a fucking star for SCW for sure. Exactly. I mean, he was already over, but now he's a fucking logistics star who just beat the fucking old guy who's still around. So.
Still a face.
Oh, yeah. Face match, which is a little more tough. But obviously, with the story of the match, I'm the more of the aggressor. I'm the older guy. You know what I mean? I'm like, I gotta fucking slow you down, young motherfucker.
I get it.
Yeah, man. And it just felt.
I think a lot
good.
of those matches need to be slowed down.
Yeah.
I've watched several SCW shows, and I was just like, man, what are they rushing for right now? Nobody's wanting that in the story, you know?
Well,
And you always did it great, where you're like, all right, I know what we're going to do. We're going to slow her down.
it's the gear change, man.
Right.
It's like fucking, you drive the fucking manual, when the gear change happens. You need to do it because you can feel it. You don't have to look at it. You can feel it.
Exactly.
You need to do it.
Yeah. I feel
gear
like,
change.
especially with pro wrestling, it's very similar to music. The best bands know how to gear change, like you just said.
Yes.
They know where to place things within a story. Our favorite bands.
Yes.
And of course, that's not always like the same formula, I guess is the word. Formulaic. Like if people get, fuck that, it's formulaic. Yeah, well, sometimes formulaic is not bad. It just depends on what you do
Right.
within that
Right.
formula.
So that's the same thing is like sometimes you can take a formula that it works. We all know the basic formula of any kind of storytelling at this point. Musically, wrestling wise, we kind of know it. You just kind of, you know it kind of, especially as a wrestling fan, you know it kind of. You just don't know it completely.
What's the basic formula of wrestling with music and life? Me and you.
Yeah.
We started it together. And again, definitely Lyndon is within the family. I mean, he's been on numerous episodes. He is definitely, but like the start was me and you thinking, we'll just try this shit.
Yeah.
So what's the formula? The formula is me and you, and then Lyndon. And I think that is a basic nature of what you're about to say, is that you don't really need a lot. You just need the people.
Right. Yeah.
The right people, I guess. But go ahead.
Well, going into any kind of storytelling is there's always the ups and downs. You could add somebody into the story again, which we have. And our story has been complete with him as, and it's in the story as well, because especially being another musician, he's not a part of the wrestling thing. You are, I am. So we needed another musician like you. And then sometimes we bring in somebody who's a wrestler. Yeah. So we have that opposition as well. So it just adds some flavor to our story.
I think, again, I think what we have right now, especially with our story, is that we have an ever-evolving situation, because I'm talking about, like, if I want to get a little technical and nerdy. Yeah, of course the cameras are going to get better, like, as we progress. The microphones, this is the best microphone you can get. Your microphone is not bad, but if I'm getting technical, I'd rather it be all these. Yeah. SMB5. SM5B. Anyway, I could be wrong there too. Sure, SCHURE is the greatest company of all time. Anyway, but my point is like, especially within story, a lot of people don't know that the story of this podcast is ever evolving. And a lot of people don't know how much it takes to get that story. And that's why, earlier we were talking and we were saying maybe these people that we loved so much went through a lot. We were saying Rowdy Piper. We were talking about whatever. Yeah, they went through trauma to make their character ever evolving and themselves the best that they could be, literally. And with our situations, I wanted to ask as well. Let's not glaze over. We were talking about your shows, but like, do you see somebody within AAW? Yeah. And are you doing Chicago Strong? What is it? Chicago something?
Oh, that already happened.
Was it
CSW already happened? That's another show we can talk about.
You're still in that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Yeah. CSW.
Like, do you see somebody in there that you're like, damn?
There's like
brothers
potential.
or sisters.
There's plenty of potential there. Okay, so like again, there's a lot of green workers, but they're around a lot of guys who've been around a long time. Yeah. So we can help mold these people and make them into stars. There's this kid. I won't even call him a kid. He's not. To me, he's considered a kid. His name's Cyrus, and this kid is fucking massive human being, dude.
Oh, okay.
Massive.
Yeah.
Motherfucker is giant. I want to say he's got to be at least, I want to say he's like 6'8".
Oh, shit.
Fucking huge, dude. And he said that his dad used to take him to AAW shows, which made me feel fucking proud because he was like, it's like, it's nice being in the locker room with you and being around you, and then told me that story. I'm like, dude, that's stuff like
awesome.
that. That's stuff like that you can't just gloss over. It's stuff that's fucking important, I'm like, I could be breeding another fucking star. Like, I could help these kids become fucking stars. I might not ever become one.
So I think what you need to learn, though, is that you already are one in somebody's eyes.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Right here, Bubba.
Yeah. And in these kids' eyes that come to these shows too. Yeah. Obviously, like,
oh yeah,
I'm on a pedestal for these kids, Yeah. And like, my thing is like, I don't owe pro wrestling a fucking thing.
Right.
Like, I've given so much to it that I don't have to give anymore. But I love it so much. Fuck, I do. I love it so much, and there's nothing like it to me. It's the ultimate drug. That adrenaline rush. To be able to hold a crowd in the palm of your hand, know when to turn it up, turn it down, take it away. It's fucking amazing. There's nothing like it. So to me, to be in a locker room with a bunch of young people and there's just so much hungry talent that is just like biting at the fucking bit to take off. It's nice. And it's same with AAW because I'm a part of an AAW. Danny has sometimes made me a part of the Alive shows. So he goes, "Hey, what kids am I putting on? Like, which ones are good?" So I become a part of that now, which is fucking awesome. So it's just constantly evolving in the fact that I'm trying to still help the business, and then contacted by a buddy of mine, Jeff O'Shea, who wants to bring me out to Council Bluffs so that I could do the same thing to kids on the other side of fucking Iowa and help teach them and train them and turn them into stars and turn them into fucking real pro wrestlers because we're lacking
definitely
it.
Don't bluff at all.
We're fucking lacking it. Yeah, I won't. Fuck no.
In Council Bluffs, he ain't gonna bluff you motherfuckers.
So like, we just need to, and again, though, over there, I'll tell them straight up, like, hey, I'm not going to be the nicest guy. Yeah. When I tell you that it was bad, and I tell you why it's bad, you don't walk away and turn me into a fucking bully because I'm trying to teach you to be better.
Does somebody have to be the bad guy?
We all do. There's always got to be a bad guy and a good guy.
Somebody got to be the bad guy.
Yeah, for real. Where's my good cop? I don't know.
What you need to do while you're teaching them, you just have a toothpick and you just throw it right into their eye.
Fucking face. It's right in their face, right in the middle of their forehead.
And it's got mint and like jalapeno sauce on it, so it just fucking hurts.
Sticks and then burns. They're like, "What the fuck was that?"
Fuck your eye.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Nobody cares about your retina.
Just got to remember.
I want to say though, like straight up, all of it commendable, of course. But I want to say, like, you have a bunch of people that are looking up to you and going, what do I do? And you're molding them, and especially down there. If they need a gimmick, they just need to watch the movie Small Soldiers.
Oh yeah,
and you guys can be Gorgonites.
Fantastic!
I just watched it last night. I had to bring up Small Soldiers no matter what.
Movie's fucking awesome.
Small Soldiers, Gorgonites, because they're so fucking stupid.
What makes
it any guy that's like
what makes it the best though
is storytelling.
Well, also though, hang on, this in my head just popped right away, going like we have all these fucking misfits.
Yeah.
They're like,
Gorgonites now.
They're like, we're just jobbers. We're not meant to be stars. And that's the fucking backstage promo. And then
That's
I'm
what
like,
Gorgonites say. They're like,
Yeah.
we just lose.
Yeah.
We always lose.
Exactly.
We hide.
yeah.
Wouldn't
And
it
then
be funny to have a bunch of guys that were just cowardly, even though like one of them is jacked as fuck?
well, that's what the Cyrus's story was. He was being controlled by Heather Reckless, who's like 5'2". Like she had control of him and like could tell him what to do, and he would
Right.
just do it. And like kind of that same thing. Like he just felt like he wasn't. He was like, well, I just have to do it. I don't know if he was like the story.
You Gorgonite scum.
Right.
Tommy
So like
Lee Jones, so
it's
good.
fucking perfect. So like also that story is great to run with too, because you could have these misfits in a locker room that are like, wait, you look kind of funny, but you fucking move good, you do great stuff. Why do you feel like you're just a loser? And like there's nobody to motivate them. So that's the story. If somebody comes in, motivates them, and these kids start to win, that's a whole nother fucking story ran right
What
there.
about me?
Fuck it, yeah.
What about Raven?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's a whole fucking story to run with these kids that don't think they're good enough. And then you go, no, you are good enough.
Well,
fucking run with that
NXT,
story.
you know, they try to do that a few times with like, what was it, where they all came out and destroyed a place and stuff, even before Hollister. Nexus.
Yeah.
You know, like, but here's the thing, you guys all look cookie cutter, you know?
Yeah.
Nobody looked different. And
Bryan Danielson was the only one who looked different because he was smaller than everybody else.
right, and that that didn't help him though at the time. I mean, it was like, what? They didn't push him or anything. I think what I'm saying though is like, there's always some sort of thing that you can take from pop culture as well as obviously it's always pop culture,
Right.
But it's like, I think the original thing we said, which might not have been in this, is what's the zeitgeist saying? Like,
Yeah.
what is it doing? Well, you need to be the zeitgeist.
Yeah.
You need to say, okay, like, how do I'm going to go wrestle. And I'm going to wrestle at Bluegrass.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do I get this to go viral?
Oh.
Is what you should say to yourself.
Well,
as
that's
a
always hard
wrestler.
because there's no way to anybody to see the fucking, the videos.
There is. So I thought about a gimmick. Can I book the territory right now for the Shug? Booking the territory for the Shuggy segment. I thought about this the other day. I said, man, it'd be cool. Of course, I only have Walcott in my mind, how that looks. Now, Bluegrass
Actually a fucking better look.
Looks amazing,
realistically,
from what I've seen from the videos, but I haven't been there, so But how do you go viral? Like what makes it doesn't really matter. By the way, you're still doing great. You're still doing something. It doesn't matter,
right?
But like if you're booking the territory, you have to think like, how do I make this go everywhere? Is the best way to say it. Like it's straight up, and to me. Especially with Bluegrass, I don't necessarily think that anybody couldn't get there. Meaning like a famous person or somebody with money or whatever. It's pretty accessible. But I would just say, as a person like you, depending on what your character's doing, can you get a helicopter to fly in?
Fucking money-wise, dude, you're already fucked, bro. And not only that,
you don't know anybody that flies a helicopter?
No, I fucking don't. And not only that,
I bet you do. You wrestled so many shows. I bet you there was a goddamn helicopter pilot at one of those fucking shows.
Quite possibly.
Wondering like, hey, does he want me to? I want to know this guy. Like, I want to fly him around in my helicopter.
That would be fantastic,
dude. If you fucking showed up in your helicopter, okay, and again. This is multiple. It's like you get dropped off in your helicopter in fucking Bluegrass, Iowa.
Let's do it at the fucking drive-in movie theater.
That would make actually more sense.
And guess who's booked on that? West End Wang.
Oh.
West End Wang.
West End Wang and na-na-na.
Yeah, for sure.
Of Davenport.
Yeah, he's going to be at the drive-in movie theater July 17th.
Is he coming out in helicopter? Or?
I mean, me and him should show up in helicopter.
That would be
perfect
dope.
time for us to do it.
That would be dope. Should put a yellow streak up in your guys' hair and look the same. Anyway, all I'm saying is, again, you got to think outside the box, but inside the box. So people say, well, that's impossible. Like you just did.
No, it's not.
But they have to remember a helicopter company, Jug, would go, wait, there's like 100 and that many people show up?
Right.
Yeah. And I'm going to like put over your company and shit. Okay. Let's do it. I guarantee it. Like a local helicopter company, there's like 2 of them that would just be put over it by you to ascend, right, from a helicopter. Not saying you want to do this, but you are a fucking nut. You might actually want to do this.
That'd be fucking rad.
And every time you do a show anywhere, you get the helicopter treatment.
That would be rad. But
and people just go, what is this guy? Why does he have a fucking helicopter? All of a sudden, you got a fucking limo, too, no matter what. Got a limo guy somewhere. Okay? Then next minute, it gets even bigger. You get a jet.
Yeah, because I know a guy who fucking drives a jet.
Here?
Yeah, I get it.
Do you see how you're rising your jet stealing? Wait, no, sorry.
No. You're getting close.
Kiss stealing.
Wheeling
dealing. Limousine riding.
Jet flying. Son of a gun.
That's all I'm saying. Is you learn that you can do that through the connections you've made and the people that you know. And the people that you know, you don't know what they do.
It's true.
You don't know what they do.
Very true.
They literally could be a fucking private airplane driver. Okay, that might not be a private jet, but he can get you somewhere, you know? Maybe you don't want to go down like Led Zeppelin, but I think the technology is better now.
You mean Leonard Skinner? Yeah.
Well, yeah. Fuck that one up.
Or you meant the actual Led Zeppelin that went down?
Zeppelin.
Yeah, the Zeppelin.
The fucking,
yeah.
It could have went either way, but I fucked it up
either way works. Freebird.
Oh, man. Well, and that sucks, doesn't it? That band probably would have continued to make something that was ungodly.
Nobody sounded like fucking Leonard Skinner, dude. Nobody.
I mean, they took a lot, but so do we all.
Oh,
but they made something completely different. And I think, again, getting back to you, it's the factors that make you. There's a lot of people out there that have a specialty, I guess. And it's really just up to you to go, has anybody fly a plane? Or has anybody done a helicopter thing? And most people
watch this happen, that me and West End Wang show up to the fucking drive-in movie theater, Bluegrass, Iowa, with a goddamn helicopter. That'd be
if
fantastic.
I was a person at that place, I'd just give you $5. I'd just walk up and just give you $5.
There's $5.
I don't know what happened. That was amazing. Like, here's my $5. I'm done. And then I just go and puke and die somewhere.
Yeah.
If I was
I don't even have to watch the show. Just, that was fucking awesome.
Fuck yeah! If I was homeless, I'd give you $1.
Oh, my God. Fucking great.
Anyway, and especially with that, man, that's a gimmick.
Yeah.
The gimmick is being larger than life.
Oh, dude. And guess what? Motherfucker's viral as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Let's run with it.
West End Wang and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's plausible. Motherfucker is viral as shit right now that I make a connection, go, hey, it's just not me. It's West End Wang. Let's take a helicopter to Bluegrass drive-in movie theater.
Bro, if you fucking took a helicopter, It's not only that. It's just like, okay, obviously, I'm saying, how do you get over in the zeitgeist? You're getting over locally no matter what.
Right.
You're also, I think what it is like you're also figuring out, especially through a pro wrestling, however many years, you're figuring out like, okay, well, something has to make you other than you sometimes.
Yeah.
So like most of that would be obviously you get into WWE, right?
Right.
Well, what happens if you don't? How do you get over without the WWE? You have to figure it out.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is big things make big things. It's not that hard. So what is your connection to big things? To me, it's that you've met a lot of people. You've seen a lot of people. A lot of people respect you or know you that you don't even realize. And I'm learning this through like having a GoFundMe and people give me money. And I go, thank you so much. I can't even believe that this project that doesn't even exist, you want to give me money for?
Right.
That's amazing. I am actively working on it. But it's like, okay, well, shit. How do I get the Shug over? I think the Shug, I said this way early on. I said, yeah, you fucking actually call Amber Heard. Or you try to.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, it's got like an agent. But yeah, you can look all that up online.
She's probably losing so much money right
You
now.
literally know the agency that she's in.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying, and it doesn't have to be that, although that's still gold. I mean, that is still gold.
Fuck yeah.
If she were to ever even show up and she would understand this concept, what I said about a helicopter and making a spectacle, that's what Ric Flair did before cameras were even in some of these Coliseums.
Oh, I know. He'd show up like that.
My thing is, I want to get back to me because me, baby, me. No, I just want to get back to me.
It's mine. It's mine. So am I. My back.
Even though it's actually called the Shug Project. But one of the things I always said, if we ever play a show, we have to have a limousine no matter what. See what I'm saying?
For sure.
I'm setting it up. And you don't necessarily have to get out.
No.
In the beginning.
No.
Like, literally, we might have something set up, which would probably be pretty easy to do now. Especially like I'm thinking the RME hall because they actually have a projector screen there.
Right.
I could probably connect my shit to that and then literally like we're the ones already on stage and it just a cameraman and you can see it on the projector screen. You get out of the fucking shit and you're just like, I'm the Shug. And it's just you walking up them stairs, getting fucking ready, and people just fucking going nuts. Like, holy shit, this is really cool. And then you get up there and you get on your big ass fucking throne. A literal throne.
This is, by the way.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to fucking do some stupid cookie cutter like.
No.
That's why I agree with Pit Lord. That's why I agree with Lyndon. Yeah. They fucking set shit up and their shit looks professional. That's the word.
Right.
The word is professional. Rethink your shit. Be more professional. Well, you know people.
Right.
Yeah, you can't pay them. Sometimes you can't. Especially a helicopter guy. What the fuck? That probably costs thousands of dollars.
You know what that reminds me of?
Helicopter guy online. Just like, hey, Facebook message.
Right.
Do I know any helicopter guys that want to fuck with me and West End Wang?
It doesn't have to be a guy, somebody who's a pilot.
Whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to be political about nothing. All I'm saying is, whoever the fuck is out there that wants to help out and make a spectacle is the word.
All right. So what this reminds me of is still a band that is still fucking going, that started just like that, Quar.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers didn't have money to pay anybody to do all that crazy shit.
That's what's
you know
different.
What I mean? They are
like legit artists. Like they can actually draw.
Right. Yeah. No, well, not just that. Not just drawing artists. They were
can, like 3D
special effect.
Yes.
They were real artists.
Yes.
Okay. The Quad Cities is full of them. We have
and
that.
that's why I'm getting over myself. I'm trying to get over myself, Shug.
Right.
Because I see you and me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I want to get over myself. I got all these people that can actually help me.
Yeah.
And I'm literally doing that actively. Now, what is going to happen or what's going to transpire? Is it necessarily is going to be up to my standard or whatever? Man, I don't know. But I guess I got to get over. I got to get over that too.
Right.
I got to get over my standard.
Yeah.
Dude, if you drop down with West End Wang and a motherfucking helicopter, I might like that guy. West End Wang.
Yeah.
I might actually give him respect.
Yeah.
I don't have respect for him now. He's just a piece of shit with cutlery.
He's a straight up West End Wang.
I don't know.
He's a Wang.
His nether ridgings are revolting.
Yeah. Why is he always scratching them? You know?
His nether regions are revolting.
It's always scratching them and touching them, and something's wrong.
Maybe there's some low pies pizza down there.
Yeah, he might just keep it down there.
He's got a Goomba down there that he forgot about.
Hell, it smells like banana peppers down there.
West End Wang of Davenport. That's too good. That's too good.
Man, that's too good.
We need to contact that band and say, hey, Pet Shop Boys.
Yeah, Pet Shop Boys.
Do you want to redo West End Girls to West End Wang of Davenport?
Yes.
That would be that. I'm just saying that would be thinking outside the box.
Oh, for sure.
That would be move the zeitgeist.
Right.
All right. So again, back to you. How do we move the zeitgeist? We have bluegrass. We have fucking Black and the Brave. You guys are fucking connected with a guy who knows people. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter really. The connection is you. You're gonna look out and you're gonna go, man, how do I get something that's different? All the time as a pro wrestler. And you got, like you said, you got a young buck crew, no pun intended, but young buck crew that are looking for that. Like, how do I, dude, think about the most extreme thing that's happened that's gone viral. And think about why it went viral on the internet.
Right.
That's what a lot of people don't do. Like, why did it go? So there's a lot of third party that made things.
Well, the question is always why and how. Why and how.
So, okay, you have, especially early on, it's like a video happens that is real.
Of course.
That's and then someone takes a third party, takes it and makes it better. So like one of ours is Walk the Gunner. Well, someone took it and kind of like cleaned it up a little bit.
Oh, man.
An original video.
Fantastic.
Right? And then it went viral because there was all of a sudden a song about it. Strut that ass. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know it's
great.
fucking
it's fantastic,
stupid,
but that's happened.
Third party. That is not what I'm talking about because you have to almost literally think about the third party that helps you.
Right.
And you need to put it into fruition. You need to do it. And that's the hardest part. Like I said, obviously contacting whatever. I think one of the things that pro wrestling always did really well was like getting an ambulance. Like if somebody was seriously injured, So they had to contact the local authorities and say, is there any way you guys have time to send me an ambulance or a cop? Yeah. Right. And like, we need to arrest this guy tonight. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So they went outside the box to do that. But they were more than happy to be a part of the show. The cops or the ambulance. They're like,
my
fuck
God,
yeah,
dude,
I gotta be part of that.
This all just started storming in my fucking head.
Do you see what I'm saying, brother?
But like,
I want you to be viral, brother.
Well, here's my thing is I'm not going to say what I'm thinking, but I'm going to kind of say what I'm thinking. There is a certain person who's going viral right now.
Uh-oh.
And we get him involved and shit goes down, shit goes sour, and there's a whole built-in fucking story after that.
That's my point.
Boom. He's our Cindy fucking Lauper right now.
Oh, girls want to have fun.
Yeah.
Damn.
Goombas do.
Goombas want to have fun. And again, I think...
but like, dude.
Viral is what I just said.
I know, but like,
if you showed up in a fucking helicopter.
yeah, but here's the thing.
And you guys made it really.
What if we smashed all that together and then that happened? That's a lot of moolah.
Is this character mentally handicapped, though? I'm confused.
I don't know.
All right. That's kind of where you might be screwed. Figure it out.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure he would actually like attack someone if they attacked him, right? Makes sense.
I don't know if that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying the speech. There's an impediment there. And,
people identify with that because that's real life.
It's not good for all his speech.
Whatever.
You know? Yeah.
We'll make it PG.
We'll figure it out. If you're wrestling at the lever, you might as well pull it. Should have them fucks on, huh? God damn it.
Both of them.
I want to say, though, obviously we can take that idea and make it better. Right. I think that's what a lot of people are missing in life is like the simplistic thing is what you think about and say, nah, nobody will ever do it. That's actually very feasible.
Right.
And I think that's why like somebody like, have you ever watched Mr. Beast YouTube? And like he just gives
Axel
away.
loves him. Yeah.
Yeah, and I only pay attention to that because I was like, what do young people, he recreated, was it Squid Games?
Yep.
And,
but he also had a fuckload of this before that all happened. You know what I mean?
Well, from what I gathered, no. I mean, he was a YouTube genius and he made the money and then he made a company and you can get a lot of loans. And from what I gather, he gets a lot of loans, doesn't necessarily always pay it back. So either way, the point is he's doing what I'm saying. He's controlling the zeitgeist. That is somebody who said, you know what, fuck it, I'll figure out a way. I think what it is too, yeah, you have to have fear like you do, most people do, I do, about debt, I guess is the word. Fear of what happens if this doesn't work out, life, whatever. Fear in general, right? Some people just don't have that.
Well, here's the thing.
And that's what I want to get to, Shug. I want to get to not having that. How do you not have that? You contact a guy who has a fucking helicopter.
Yeah.
You fucking say, hey, buddy, have you watched me? Yeah. Brother, I'm going to put you over. You can be on my fucking show. I don't give a shit. You could be, what was that one guy that fucking Chris Jericho had? There's like a fat guy with a shirt that was cut.
Rufus?
Rufus! You can be Rufus, you piece of shit. Ice Cold Berry, piece of shit! You see what I'm saying? Put them over.
It's true, yeah.
Because they're going to put you
fantastic.
over. You never don't put them over.
Of course, always.
Ric Flair always said, I was in this limousine and blah, blah, blah. And I guarantee that guy who was driving that had the best night of his goddamn life.
I fucking know it. Yeah.
Snorted, get it. He had a great 80s, 90s.
Yeah, a good time.
Well, 70s, 80s, 90s.
Good time.
2000s, up until 2010, I suppose.
Probably.
Right? So what I'm saying is it's all feasible. It's just, it doesn't have to come out of your pocket.
Right.
You have to make connections. Does that make sense?
Oh, yes.
Am I preaching too much?
It makes more than a sense. It makes $1.
Oh man, I got so much shit for that lyric for some reason.
Hey, I'll buy that for $1.
Well, you're talking Shug lyric.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking like I would buy that for $1. That makes sense. It makes $1.
Right, exactly. Well, I guess what I'm saying though, straight up, it doesn't have to have your company doesn't have to pay for it.
Right.
It's something you could do. Don't A, B, C, just A, B.
Yeah.
Be your own company because you're a contractor.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, technically.
Independent contractor, yes. I'm my own brand. Yeah.
So you just need to say, all right, okay. And again, obviously the company has to be cool for it. It's like if you all of a sudden get a fucking tank. Like, Nick's not going to like it if you just show up with one, which would be great, right? You just show up and you're like, hey, guess what?
It's time to go. It's time to go to war.
He's Tank Boy, not Tank Girl. Thank you very much. But if you showed up with something that crazy and you didn't give him the nod,
You know,
yeah.
good old wink.
But that's my point. A lot of people out there right now want to see something that blows their minds. That's the culture. But it's always been the culture. This is not new.
No.
If you were outside and a bomb went off, okay, somewhere, everybody talks about it.
Right.
I guess this comes out, again, it comes down to the basics of what's said and what's seen and what's heard that makes the zeitgeist. It's basic, super basic. It might not be because somebody created it, like we talked about Mr. Beast. He's creating the zeitgeist.
Oh, yeah.
It might be you who create the bomb. Again, you're not doing a bomb.
Well,
so
yeah, I know what you meant. I know what you're
you create
understanding.
the loudness. You create the
image,
the scene.
Yeah, the scene.
It's like when I was talking to Landers, and I was saying, dude, you're creating a scene by booking what you want to hear.
Right.
And he's booking what people don't normally hear. So he's doing exactly what I wish somebody would have done, which they did. QC Live.
Yep.
Killswitch Engage. Did they not come there?
Fucking fantastic.
50 people there.
Fucking senior in high school before before the end of Heartache actually was released, and we all knew the fucking words anyway.
What was their tank though that made me go, holy fuck? Think about it. What was their tank? What was their helicopter?
What?
For the QC Live show. Like what put them over no matter what? In your head. What was it?
Oh, Adam D out there fucking signing autographs himself, which was different as fuck.
Amazing, but that's
selling his
not
own
what
stuff.
it was.
I don't know what the fuck you're
tour
talking
bus. A real tour bus sitting
fucking
there.
Duh.
Everybody goes, oh, fucking duh. But that's what puts you over.
It does,
shit
though.
like that.
It does make you look like a fucking star right away.
Think of the story
right.
of somebody like you going to your show in a limo.
Yeah.
Ric Flair. He knew that. But bands, of course, they want to be comfortable like anybody. Like, fuck, I want a tour bus. By the way, they just got that, right? Because they hadn't blown up yet.
Yeah.
So they just got the tour bus, and they're probably like, oh, shit, I just got a tour bus. In their head, they don't even understand because they just like pulled it up to the fucking venue. Everybody knows that that's Killswitch's tour bus. I mean, like, for sure.
Right.
They're not hiding it. They didn't say Killswitch on the side, of course. But everybody knew that, and that was cool. We could just walk up to it and be like, hey, you're going to play a show. Like, it was fucking weird. Right. And then they blow up and they become huge, right? But I guess what I'm saying is that is the visual. That's what people remember. Those kids, you, me, that love Killswitch, remember them coming off of a tour bus.
Right.
And you're like, duh. But yeah, a lot of bands don't have a tour bus.
They don't. They're right, though. Yeah,
Lyndon and Ehlers doesn't have a tour bus.
You're right. Yeah, me saying duh at that time actually wasn't a duh because they were not fucking blown up like they are now.
Oh.
Like,
glad you're picking up on that. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. They weren't fucking huge, but they had a fucking tour bus. I could smell the engine.
Yeah, well, what you're saying is, but they had a lot
larger than life is what I'm saying.
They had it larger than life.
How do you get zeitgeist be larger than life?
But they also
MJF.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, he's on it. He's there.
Say the word fuck when you're not supposed to.
Yeah, all the time.
Right?
All the time.
I'm just saying if you're reading between the lines of what a company tells you, remember it won't get over. And the people that did exactly the opposite.
Right.
And they always do. And how do you make a Stone Cold Steve Austin?
You have to piss him off first.
Well, you have to piss him off, but you also have to remember you make a Stone Cold Steve Austin because Stone Cold Steve Austin showed up in a beer truck.
Well, there was that.
He would have showed up in a goddamn helicopter that had Stone Cold whatever, and he would have been driving the motherfucker.
Probably.
Like, he was fucking nuts. That's why
he would have learned.
Vince knew that how do I put him over? He needs to be the one who puts himself over. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, but you also forget.
Yeah.
Steve Austin had to do a lot of that fucking work himself. There wasn't money there at that time. Yeah, they put him with the $1 million man. Didn't work because they thought that he needed a mouthpiece.
You know who knew that didn't work? Ted DiBiase.
Yeah.
It's like, you need to be by yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're better than me at promos, bitch.
Fuck yeah. And then, like, when he finally found his character, which was fantastic, he ran with it. And then it got to a point where he was just like, you know what? I'm just going to be me now.
Yeah.
Like this stone cold character of just not giving a flying fuck about human beings.
Exactly.
It's kind of part of me. And then he just fucking ran with it.
He did.
And fucking had like bangers, dude. Bangers. So like the match that I just watched, the preview for A&E was Stone Cold's match with Bret Hart coming back after like being, you know, absent for a while. Stone Cold took pride in the fact that he blew Bret Hart up. He blew him up. Bret was sucking wind. That didn't happen. And fucking Bret put it over in this interview too. And then in the back, like fucking Steve Austin just blew me up. Like this guy can fucking keep up with the very best technical professional wrestler at that time in the world.
Exactly.
So that already
brawler.
So like again,
He was a brawler.
Well, he became a brawler because of what happened with Owen.
Right.
He had to change everything. So, but again, Steve Austin, you go back and watch Steve Austin. Steve Austin could work, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like Stunning Steve had bangers with fucking Ricky Steamboat. Like these matches were like great, good. Like technically sound.
Yeah.
When Steve Austin got to work with Bret multiple times and like built in a story. So that was the beginning of the story. Is then they were building to that story of like the fucking WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Okay. So that WrestleMania was the double turn, which didn't fucking happen at that time. But the crowd, like you said, Steve Austin or Vince or somebody was on the fucking pulse of zeitgeist going, this guy doesn't give a fuck about any of you, but you all love him. Mm-hmm. Like you all love him. Like this guy is the anti-hero. He is the Punisher. He's anybody. He's Venom. He's everybody you're not supposed to like, but you do. Mm-hmm. He became that character, and they put the pulse on that and go, all right, Bret, in this match, this motherfucker is going to get color and he's going to pass out. They didn't realize that Steve Austin color, the color he got, was going to be the best fucking color of all fucking time in pro wrestling.
It's white as fuck.
All fucking time. And it left a puddle. It left a fucking puddle when he lifted his head up and that fucking shot of the blood coming down his face and then going down in his teeth and then dripping down. It left a fucking puddle in the fact that he was such a badass motherfucker. Exactly. The story was told by Ken Shamrock, who was a shoot fighter at the time, MMA fighter, as a referee, goes, he's done. He's done. He passed out, didn't fucking tap out because he bled too much that he passed out. Think about the story. That story alone, you just hear it and you're like, holy shit, what a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
What a badass. And like the whole time, even Bret is slightly turning because he's getting more frustrated. So he's pushing the referee. He's using weapons. And fucking, you know, he's like slightly starting to like, holy shit, what the fuck is this guy? This is the guy of like, he was a hero. Like he's hitting him with the bell. He's hitting him with the bell. He's hitting him with like every weapon possible. Like what the fuck is going on? Shit changed because
enough was enough, and it was time for a change.
Exactly, Owen. But again, like stuff like that is monumental when it comes to pro wrestling. Is like there are those changes, and it does happen, and sometimes it's important. And like to have your finger on that pulse, it's tough to know the range of where it's going because it's constantly changing. So to be smart enough to do it and pull it off, that's the plan, man. Let's do it.
Well, and again, you're talking about storytelling within the ring. I'm talking about storytelling without a ring.
Oh, well,
I'm
that's
talking
still
about also
that's still
myself.
storytelling.
I say it's always storytelling, no matter what. For me, okay, well, how do I make a project that I'm doing successful? What is success? It's just whatever that you wanted, really. It doesn't have to mean like viewership or whatever.
Right.
But how do I make that viral? How do I make a zeitgeist push? And I'm working on that. And I can get into that a little bit.
Right.
Okay. So with my own solo project, I'm going to get badasses that play every instrument. I'm going to put them over while they put me over.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, look at this. And I'm also going to do videos, right? Some myself. Puppet might blow you away because you might be able to use it in pro wrestling as well. We won't get into that. Oh my God. Too many good things.
Oh, yeah.
AI is pretty phenomenal right now, buddy. And again,
They'll take over the world, eventually, but just not right now.
Well, right now it's a tool. Right now it's a tool that will allow you as somebody, especially me, who I'm not the best drawer. I can't fucking make a picture, but I can make a concept of a picture that I haven't seen. And I think that's kind of what it's there for. It's there for somebody who doesn't necessarily know how to make a picture themselves, but then they make a concept and then something makes that concept. Now, legalities, I don't care. All I'm saying is, like, to me, what's going to be 100% real in the future is going to be people like us, authenticity, people just going to a show and saying, that fucking guy, West End Wang and Shug came out of a helicopter. Did you fucking see that shit? They didn't even need to do that.
Nope.
That's what I'm saying. Like, somebody who knows.
Yep.
Somebody will say, I see what you're saying. And again, that's why even with Dave, I wish you would have been on tonight. Dave, I get it. We're early now, and we're old as fuck.
Yep.
Me and the Shug. No, if Dave would have been on, he would have said, "Man, I could have had him after he jumped out of an airplane to do the highest dive that pro wrestling has ever had, and then I just spike him on his head when he gets to the ground.
Yes, kill him. We'll just kill him.
And then it's over." Now we can't jump off the top rope because Chug's already gone higher than anybody else.
Well, that's the problem. Hang on. This is the transition of why pro wrestling is going down the road it is. Is you all are trying to do all this crazy shit. What's the outcome?
Yeah.
MJF fucking said it and then took it off his page because probably somebody fucking told him to. He goes, we are setting the goalpost back farther and farther and farther with what is considered good by the stupid shit we keep doing. And we let these fans think that that is what dictates a good match or a good story,
right,
or all this crazy shit. We are done. And to me, I'm fucking done. I'm not going to let these fans dictate what's considered a good match anymore. You want me to go out there and take Canadian Destroyer off the top rope through 2 tables and then snap my fucking ankle and then you still don't give a shit? No, fuck you. You're not paying my fucking medical bills. Exactly. You don't give a fuck. You're jerking off at home thinking a 5-star match is me killing myself is nothing because you have never stepped into a professional fucking wrestling ring. You've never taken a bump. You have no fucking clue. You think you know what you're talking about, but you couldn't even step in my fucking shoes and do half the stuff I do. And I do half the stuff these guys do on TV that you jerk off to. So that's the problem. Fuck you. You don't know anything about pro wrestling.
Gamer!
You fucking idiot. Just go back to vlogging about what you think you know about when you know nothing about. Why don't you vlog about like how the Earth's dying and you think you could save it because you know just that much about making pro wrestling better. That's how much you know about it. You're making it worse. Moron.
I like what you're saying. I also like this. Video games ruin pro wrestling.
That's wrong, dude. You keep saying that.
It did.
No, you keep saying that. No, you keep saying
I watch
that.
pro wrestling and I just see a video game.
Look at this move. That's not because of that. That's not because of the video games, dude. What it becomes is because fucking bloodthirsty idiot fucking wrestling fans keep showing up. Yeah. Yes, blood too. They show up because they want to see people get fucking hurt and do things that could kill them. Well, no, that's what they want.
You're not understanding what I'm saying.
It's not the video game. No. That comes back to we've done it to ourselves. As pro wrestlers, we've done it to ourselves with Japanese pro wrestling.
Okay.
Hardcore style wrestling, deathmatch wrestling, ECW. It all combined to one, and now it's crescendoing to this fucking nightmare.
Let me explain it a little better. All right, two things. One,
video game.
No, video game wrestling. Let me explain why. Okay. One, you got to remember you're dealing with a narcissistic society. So, one, they always make themselves in a video game. Okay. That means that they see themselves, which is not bad.
True.
Right?
But they also see themselves in better shape than what they really fucking are.
Hold on. That gets to that. Okay. There's two things here. You got narcissism, which is basically our generation as narcissists. Awful. And again, it's look at me. I'm going to create my wrestler. He beats everybody else. Okay. Hold on. And then you have also from the pro wrestling, zero selling. So when you're playing the video game, no one sells in the video game. That's not the point of the video game. The point of the video game is to have fun. But you have a generation, us and more, who play these games and say, why am I not the superstar? And why is everyone selling or not? Well,
not selling.
Sorry, I want everyone to not sell, basically, is what they say.
Right.
I want them to literally do a suicide dive, do a fucking double front flip on the fucking table, and no one sells. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Take that back. And that's kind of what MJF is saying and what you're leading to. So we're on the same page, and all we're saying...
I can't just blame it on video games, though, because pro wrestlers, we keep doing it to ourselves. And letting these promoters...
was the zeitgeist.
Yeah, but letting promoters take
what you did.
Promoters take advantage of these guys who are willing to go out there and kill themselves in front of fucking 20 people for a fucking GIF video for you to think it goes viral because it was cool because the guy got powerbombed from inside the ring, outside the ring, into nobody who was in the fucking front row and lands onto 18 chairs because you think it's fucking cool. That's the problem.
Was that Umbrella Corp that did that?
I'm sure it is.
Resident
Give me that fucking evil already.
It's evil as fuck. It's Resident Evil. You know, I'm just done with that. I think like what it is exactly what you said. You have to go back. You know, that's why I was going to call Johnny Wisdom. Yeah, you know, because he reminds me of old school.
Johnny is and he's so fucking old school.
He understands exactly what I'm saying. I guarantee it.
Yeah, he does.
And he would mimic that. And really, what it comes down to is, yeah, of course, if you can't work anyway because that's the zeitgeist, man, you have to change the zeitgeist. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
And how do you do that? How do you get bigger than the pro wrestling industry? You have limousines, jets.
That's all pro wrestling already. That's all pro wrestling already.
No. It is pro wrestling, but how do you get bigger than I have to go in there and do a bunch of flips? Do you see what I'm saying?
Well, it's like you go in there and go...
People would go, holy fuck, this shit came down, and blah, blah, blah. Like, they literally...
You go and
I remember Sting coming down from the rafters. I didn't even know that he could do a move as a kid.
Right.
I said, when he did a move, it's over. He won the match. He should just win the match with one fucking move, because he was already over.
Right.
He didn't even do anything. It was over.
He didn't have to, right?
That's my point.
I get it. But
so that's all I'm saying with the Shug project. That's all I'm saying with the Shug himself. Get over by not even barely doing anything.
Here's the thing. I would have to just turn myself into a god so that everybody believed everything I did, no matter what. I am fucking Thanos. And when I snap my fingers, I can do whatever the fuck I want, and I can make whatever the fuck I want happen when I do it.
How about this? You actually have a show where you say exactly what you just said, and the lights go out, and everything you said is right in front of them.
Yeah.
That's not that hard. Actually, you could literally just like have everybody, all right, I'm going to do this and do this spot and blah, blah, blah. Whatever you say. I don't know what it is.
Right.
I want my own faction. Everybody around here says blah, 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 blah. I want people to watch my back. And I'm just done with things. And this isn't going to happen often. This is going to happen once a year. Doesn't matter. I feel the power within me. And the power within me is saying this. When I snap my fingers here in Bluegrass Coliseum, I'm going to let you know, whatever it's called. Bluegrass Coliseum. I'm going to let you know, brothers and sisters, I get what I want. And I need somebody to watch my back. Here we go. And then the lights go out. And when they come on, you have a new fucking faction. That's simple.
Yeah, kind of.
I'm just saying, I'm booking territories.
Right. My thing is you almost have to, it sounds terrible, you have to convince a crowd or people that you were the next pro wrestling god.
Yeah.
And MJF is on his way to do that. And he doesn't, my favorite thing is, he doesn't do all this stupid shit all these indie wrestlers do where they're almost killing themselves for nothing.
Yeah.
He doesn't do that. And if something were to happen to MJF ever, what happens to him? He becomes a martyr because he just proved his own fucking point that I just did something I didn't need to fucking do.
Yeah.
And here I am in a fucking hospital bed because you bloodthirsty piece of shit wrestling fans don't care about actual pro wrestling anymore. Is the reason I'm laying in a fucking hospital bed. He becomes a martyr. And that's probably what's going to happen with pro wrestling.
We'll talk about that more. Obviously, we're at the end here. Let's plug some shit.
We're going to
plug the pluggers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Hang on. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Get up there.
I'll put it up there.
I got AAW. I would believe I think it's the 6th, but we got to pull it up there, so I can't fucking see.
Oh, good.
And it's actually a fucking Saturday for once, for fuck's sake. You see, the SCW one is my next one. By the way, that one is local. That one's fucking huge. All the proceeds go back into West High School athletics, where we went to high school, and none of the wrestlers are actually paid that night. All of the proceeds, all of them, go back into West High athletics, which is fucking amazing. And I feel what my favorite part about that is, besides that, is we actually have a legit locker room that I changed in when I was in high school, which is fucking fantastic.
You said it in the last episode. We loved it.
But anyways, so yeah,
it
then
smells like fucking awful shit.
Oh, it does. There's stinky human beings in that fucking locker room all fucking day. So
exactly.
But then I have AAW.
What we got here?
Nope, that's old. That's SCW. You don't have AAWs loaded. No. But that's our next event. It's the 6th.
I'll put it on there.
It's the 6th. It's in Chicago. It's going to be fucking massive. It's going to be amazing. And again, I get to progress this character that I have just turned. And I can't wait because, what was it? I watched it live. And then I never know what commentary is going to say.
Yeah.
And they said, you can't change the color of the devil. The Shug is always going to be what he is. And he's always one angry son of a bitch. And I was like, that's fucking fantastic. I didn't even give him that line, and it's fucking great. I fucking loved it. So, yes, that's the next one for AAW.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what we'll put over for now, because, you know, that's my next 2 weeks right there.
Yeah, I'll say that. Like, and obviously check out Pit Lord, May 5th.
Yep.
Check out Pit Lord on, what is this, May 6th? Right here.
Yep.
Check out Pit Lord, it's June and July. So we got some later. Just check out what brothers and sisters are doing.
Yeah, go to the goddamn
realize
website.
That the website is just designed for you guys around here that are doing something.
Or if not around here.
Yeah,
like,
it's not around
fucking
here.
Come
we're
check
just
us out.
putting people over, man. And we're here to do just that. And I want to say, you know, especially people giving to Titanium Utopia. What I'm going to do, in my opinion, is different. And I want to say that it is crowdfunded because I feel like I want to see who gives a shit.
Right.
And if you give a shit, you can give $1. That's what I feel. I give $1 to plenty of fools that are doing some shit, and I believe in them. And I like that they're doing that because usually they come through and they do some shit. With what I'm doing, I feel like we can make this a way to get over, I guess, you know? And in the Zeitgeist thing, I have a lot planned. Either way, the point is, I want to say thanks for watching this, especially leave a comment, tell people that, hey man, you need to watch this show. These guys suck so bad at everything.
Tell everybody about how awful we are.
Piece of shit.
And we'll love it.
And I just want to say, I appreciate that you're watching this. And I can't wait to have you on the show so you can tell us that we suck. All right. Love you guys. Wrastlin with Music and Live. Bye-bye.